Hello, folks. Good evening to you. Hadn't seen you guys since last week. On the air with VA3EWV. We say it twice. On the air with VA3EWV, AllStar, EchoLink, Friday evening net. Come join us. 3 rounds of traffic there. First round is topic of the day. Second round is what you're doing for the weekend. And the third round is we just pass the mic around and let everybody have a good talk. So I just drove home from Ottawa. I have to commute every day. So with 1 minute left, we're going to hit that drive at 5. The road's my groove, feeling jazzy, feeling funky is the way I move. Ham radio wave, boom, reaching out like a drum, and swing, moving notes, and then it keeps coming. Boom, 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 folks in the ride, bombing hands with the beat. It's mobile radio fun, that's just so darn sweet. Big E, rocking that drive at 5. Bringing joy in the fun, cheering it all along. Okay, we're gonna stop it right there. Okay, folks, it's ready to rock, and it's time to rock and roll here. So we're gonna get the streaming. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel, just come on in and say a hello to us. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Friday evening All-Star EchoLink Net with your host, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. We always say it twice, VA3EWV. Good to have you in here. We have a room full already. I'm always blessed to see the folks out there. I did ask was the frequency in use earlier, but I might as well do it one more time since it's 8 o'clock. Is there frequency in use before we get started? Nope. Okay. And is there any emergency traffic? Any emergency traffic, please come now. Okay, I see some folks that have been here before, and I see some newcomers. So here's what to expect during this net. This net is different from all other nets. If you came here for me to pour out technical information, you come to the wrong place. That's for sure. If you come here to have some radio fun, you're at the right place. So get pen and paper handy. Please get pen and paper handy or something to write with, because we do have a variety of things people talk about, call signs, and I know some friendships have been forged over the last 2 years I've been doing this net. And just have something to write down because we have some good topics going over. So you want to get those call signs written down, right? If you have NetLogger, look for Only Air with VA3EWV. You can follow along there to see who's in the log. We are live streaming on YouTube. I wanted to let everybody know that before we get started, we are live streaming on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, come on in, put your call sign in there, and we'll get you in the log. That's for sure. For those of you that don't have call signs on Facebook, we'll just get you in the log with your name. Okay, good to have everybody out there, and let's see who we have in here. So far, we have a house full. Yeah, we have a house full. So here's what we do. The first thing, like I said, is the topic of the day. So when you come in, when you're called in, please say your call sign, your name, your QTH, how long you've been a ham, and then you can participate with the topic of the day. So a friend of mine here was talking about football. So instead of radio today, we're going to talk about football, or you can talk about radio. I don't care. It's open mic night tonight, folks. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to have open mic night. Also, fall is one of those times of the year where people get their antennas and stuff put up. So let me pause. So before I get long-winded, we are connected through a variety of repeaters, EchoLink, AllStar. Some people have hotspots. So when you come in with your call sign, wait a few seconds when you key up and then start to speak, or else I won't get your whole call sign. So again, open mic night, you can talk about sports, or you can talk about any antennas you're doing or anything like that. And the second round of traffic is what you're doing on the weekend. And then at the end of the net, we just open it up. So if you've heard somebody talking about something you wanted to talk about, let's do that. So the first person on our list tonight, Kilo 5, Bravo Delta Lima. Kilo 5, no, excuse me. You're the second person that was up. Victor Alpha 3, Juliet India Charlie was the first person that came on board tonight. Victor Alpha 3, Juliet India Charlie, welcome to the net. Come on in.
Good evening, Ernest. This is Jim, Victor Alpha 3, Judy India Charlie. I've been a ham since 2022. Just the last couple of days been playing with this AllStar thing and the VoIP phone thing. Hoping it's working okay. You can let me know. Back to you.
Yeah, it's working. You got it going on. It's definitely working. So that's pretty nice. I remember, I don't know how many, a year or two or so ago, I had a guy get me my AllStar Node. It was already done. He did it for me, the AllStar part, but not the EchoLink part. So yeah, I'll talk about that later on. But yeah, it's working. So come on in. Anything with football? You're a big football fan. Any favorite team? You got any antenna work to do? What's going on with we got open mic night. So anything you want to talk about? And while you're doing that too, also plug those phones because we got to get those phones out of there. I've attended a couple of ham fests and stuff like that. If you have it in your area, that might be a good place to get some of those phones going. So back over to you, James.
All right, Ernest, thanks so much for that. Just playing with this AllStar thing. I've got amateur wire now on the AllStar. So yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's and now I'm using a headset on the phone. No more speaker, no more receiver. It's an actual headset. So. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. I'm hoping to get back out to the park there on Monday, if weather's permitting. What else has been going on? We got a new computer. The wife bought me a new computer for the B-Day. Yeah, just all that kind of good stuff. Back to you, Ernest. This is Victor Alpha 3, Judy India Charlie.
Thank you so much, Victor Alpha 3, Juliet India Charlie. So everybody that's listening out there, I do have a Facebook page. It's On the Air with VA3EWV. If you don't remember that, just go to QRZ. And if you go to QRZ and type my call sign in, VA3EWV, it'll have a link to the YouTube channel and the Facebook group, okay? So, James, later on today, if you have the time or tomorrow, just make sure you do a post there and tell folks how to get a hold of you and how to get some of those IP phones, right? And I'm back home for the weekend, but I got a honeydew list, so I got to get my amateur wire connected too. I've got some stuff done, but not everything because I'm not at home during the week. Thanks so much, James, for being out there. Before we move on to the next person, which is Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima, do we have any short time check-ins before I talk too long? Any short time check-ins? Want to get in the log? Please come now.
VA3EWV-L. Cat4 BRE Kilo Foxtrot 4 Bravo Oscar Golf Mike. Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra, just a check-in, over. Echo 2, Foxtrot Whiskey Echo, John in New Jersey. VA3V. Just a note for you, Ernest.
Roger. Go ahead there, Rick. Go ahead. VA3 Echo Victor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I never ran into it before, but you know what? You're transmitting one kc below. I'm looking at I can see the center carrier on everybody, and you're 1 kc low. I was surprised. So I'm not sure if there's an oscillator in your radio, whichever one you're needing. It's obviously not dividing the frequency stuff correctly. Just to let you know, or this is a side note over.
Roger. Thanks for letting me know that I am connected to the VE3 PGC repeater. I'm not on my node tonight, so I'm not. Yeah, but like you said, it could be in the radio there. So we shall see. I stopped using my AllStar Node unless there's an extreme emergency because people were saying there was a hum. So yeah, I'll check on that. And yeah, we'll work through it. Thanks so much for Rick. So we're gonna pause right there. We had James that visited us, everyone. So if you're writing things down, VA3JIC, V Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India Charlie, he's got the hookup on the IP phone. So look him up and let's get a hold of him there. The next person was John VE2EQL, followed by Mike Kilo Foxtrot 4 Bravo Oscar Golf, followed by Jeff VA2 Radio Quebec Sierra. That said a quick in and out. John Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo, and then Richard Victor Alpha 3 Echo Victor. So John, over to you.
Good evening, Ernest, and good evening to everybody on the net. John here, Juliet Oscar Henry November, VE2 Echo Quebec Lima in Moncton, Ontario, /VE3. No traffic. Just want to report that tomorrow is the coffee clutch of the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club breakfast at Spinner's Diner in Cornwall. And then on September 27th, we have the Eastern Ontario Hamfest, where we have a lot of visitors from New York State, Quebec, Ontario, Ottawa, Kingston, Brockville, Ottawa, all over. Brockville. And with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control.
Thank you so much for that, John. And hey, look, if you want to take the trip, James, from Guelph and come down to the Ontario Hamfest, we'll be glad to have you there. That's for sure. Ain't no doubt about it. Okay. Next on the list was Kilo Foxtrot 4 Bravo Oscar Golf. Any football stuff, any tennis stuff, anything cool going on? Anything you want to talk about? Come on in. Okay, we're going to keep it moving down the line there. We have Jeff. I think Jeff said no traffic, but let me check again. Jeff, do you have any traffic for the net this evening? Over. Okay, I guess Jeff was a quick in and out. Our next person is John, Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Yeah, this is John in the United States, and a little south of everybody, but I'm here. And what football are we talking about? Are we talking about soccer? Are we talking about Canadian football or American football or whatever? But I'm a fan of European soccer, so I'll call that football, and we're looking forward to the Cup Series coming over here and gearing up for that. American football, I'm a Giants fan, and it just staying on top of everything. Over back to you, Ernest. KE2 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo.
Roger. KE2 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo and the group Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. That was who was that earlier talking about the sports? Let me see on my logger here. It was Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. He was saying that they were going to be watching the football. So I was never a sports fan, but I was around football all my youth. I was always in the junior high bands, high school band, college band. That's what we were talking about earlier there. So I was always going on the road trips because the band followed the football team. So I got to visit a lot of places through my junior high, high school, and college career. Got to meet a lot of people, go to a lot of places. Sometimes our team won, sometimes our team lost. Living in Louisiana, you're either a Saints fan or a Cowboys fan. That's just how it rolls around. So if the Saints got blown out, you go for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys got blown out, you go eat some crawfish, and you don't worry about anybody else. That's how we did it. All right. Well, thank you for being out there, and thanks for sharing. So that's round one. Round two is what you're doing on the weekend. So hope to have you still in there. The next person we have on our list was Oh, we're at the bottom of the list. So now on to the EchoLink AllStar page. I have here Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. Come on in.
VA3EWV and the node. This is K5BDL in Tyler, Texas. Sounds like you got a good group on tonight. And yes, Football Friday. A lot of high school teams playing. Very big sport here in Texas. And getting ready to see my Jacksonville Indians. That's my where I graduated from in 1990. Been a ham since 1992. So sophomore at Lon Morris when I got my license, first one. And getting ready to see my Jacksonville Indians play the Henderson Lions. And my wife's Newton Eagles are getting ready to play up in Tatum. Tatum Eagles, so it's the Eagles versus the Eagles tonight. So, and let's see, college front, we sure do like. I like my Texas Longhorns, and my wife is a Texas A&M Aggie fan. So, some people who might know the rivalry there probably wondering how does that work, but it just does. For a while, until they were in both now into SEC conference. Well, they were in different conferences, so it wasn't so much of a rivalry. And let's see, professional football, we do like the Dallas Cowboys, and of course follow a lot of different teams, even the Kansas City Chiefs, because the future quarterback there, Patrick Mahomes, is from nearby in White House, so he's from the Tyler area. So actually got to see him play in high school because his team, White House Wildcats, would play Jacksonville Indians quite often. So got to see him there. And I think that's about it for right now. Back over to net control, K5BDL.
K5BDL in the group. If your wife's around, tell her we want to get her in the log too, right? And I'm gonna try to find some footage of me and the various bands and stuff. You know, back then it was the VHS, and I think a couple of friends had put some stuff on VHS. I was actually in a fraternity, folks, the Kappa Psi band fraternity. Yep, there was some good old days back there. I think I might have a few pictures kicking around from that. I was actually in a military band too. United States Army, and I played baritone there as well, right? So I didn't have to see any whatever you call it. We just did parades and stuff, so that was awesome. Okay, thanks for being out there, Brad. It's good to have you out there tonight. The next person I see on the list is Kilo Alpha 7 Romeo Oscar November. Come on in with your name, call sign, QTH, all that stuff. And what do you want to talk about today?
Good evening, and thank you. I just recently had to rebuild my AllStar Node software, so I don't know if I have the audio fine-tuned yet, but hopefully this isn't sounding too bad. The call sign is KA7RON, and it contains my name. The handle is wrong, just like in the call sign, which is great because it helps me remember the call sign.
Right.
QTH is Vancouver, USA, in Washington State. And let's see what else. Oh, I didn't mention the antennas. My HF antennas I had to take down for a yard project, and I haven't put them back up yet. It's just a couple of dipoles for multi-bands that I need to get back up in the air. The problem is I took them down. I think it was years ago. Come to think of it, I just have not gotten around to putting it back up. Probably part of because I found this portable vertical that I have just staked to the ground, and that seems to work, and it's some good DX. So I guess that affects my incentive to get the other one up, but I'll get there. I'll eventually get there. Football, I'm not a huge. I mean, I like watching a good football. and also baseball. I really like baseball too. But I just can't time to like watch the games and follow the whole season, and so I guess I'm not that big of a fan, but I do start trying to watch when the playoffs start happening. And I never miss the Super Bowl or in the World Series. I always at least catch that much, and usually they're really good games. I'm not really a fan of any particular team, so it's kind of fun to just watch good plays on either side of the field, which is kind of different, kind of fun. Unless some of the Seattle teams are playing, I'll watch the Mariners and the Seahawks, and I am a little bit biased towards them since they're so close, almost kind of local to where I am. Let's see, that's about it. I don't know if I'll be around for round 2, but if I am, I'll pipe in. And for now, I'll just say hi and 7-3 everybody and send it back to you. K87 Arlen.
K7RON in the group, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. It's always good to have your name in the call sign. I do a lot of portable operations, and I tell you, I love the fact that a lot of people in the States have a 4-letter call sign. I wish we could get that here, right? And then you have some good ones. There's a lot of friends I've been meeting and working and stuff like that. And they got lucky, or whatever, to get their name or something cool like that. Like I work a guy all the time with tax in his name, and I call him Tax Man. I work Whiskey something Kilo Echo Germany, which I call the Keg Man. If anybody's out there on that, you may have heard him. But I like that. Thanks, Ron, for being out there. We're here every Friday night, 8 o'clock, right? A variety of topics and stuff, and hope to have you again. And if you haven't already, check out my Facebook and YouTube channels. Just go to QRZ. It's up on the page there right now. Just click on any of the links and it'll bring you there for some radio fun. Okay, we have K-Ron on there, and the next person I see is Victor Alpha 3 Papa Zulu Alpha. Victor Alpha 3 Papa Zulu Alpha. Come on in.
Well, hello there.
Well, I'll be danged.
Echo Whiskey.
Well, I'll be danged.
Stands for Michelle. I'm Victor Alpha 3 Papa Zulu Alpha, and I've had my ham license for 5 months, so please bear with me. I'm in the nation's capital in Canada, Ottawa, Canada, and football. Well, someone earlier, John, I think it was, no, I didn't get the guy's name, the gentleman's name who lives in Texas. I visited Austin, Texas back in 2016, and one day when I was there, the Texas Longhorns had a home game, and I tell you what, it was something to see an American city on college football day. I swear everyone on the streets was wearing orange, and the party atmosphere, it was crazy. Everyone was great, but as a Canadian who grew up in a very small town and then a very small city, it was an experience. So that's it for me for football. I am a huge soccer fan. The Canadian Premier League, the Canadian Premier League this year has been fantastic, and the Ottawa team, Atletico, has been doing fantastic. So I've been enjoying soccer this year. Anyway, that's it for me. Victor Alpha 3 Papa Zulu Alpha, sending it back to the group.
Well, wasn't that a sweet surprise there, Michelle? When I started hearing you talking about, I actually said it. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. Hey, look, it's good to hear you out. Our young ham there just joining the radio fun. It was good to see you at the Carp Ham Fest as well. Lots of fun there. Hey, I went down to Diefenbunker right after, which is just down the road there, and got to go underground and all that stuff like that. And then after, I got to work the radio room, which is underground. So that was a lot of fun. So I actually filled out some paperwork to go and actually work the station. So I'm waiting to get a call back to go out there and work the station at the Diefenbunker. So that's going to be kind of cool. Also, we have to get together because I'm in Ottawa now, 5 days a week. Yay, me, right? So I don't know if you probably, you know what? We have to get out and do some parks. I still want to go down to whatever that place is down the road from work there. And we do the photo activation across from the museum there that has the Morse code, the windows out of Morse code. So we have to do that. Thank you, Michelle, and hope you stick around for the. And make sure you have pen and paper. That's why I said grab pen and paper so we can write all this cool stuff down. Okay, let me just give the radio a rest and I'll come right back in. Okay, we have several repeaters connected to the net. VE3PGC is one of those. And IDK repeaters are connected. Anyone on the repeaters wishing to check in, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. So someone said to me, and this is funny, folks. They said, "Hey, Ernest, we hear you. Everybody else come in. You never come in and identify yourself." So my name is Ernest Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. I'm in St. Andrews, West Ontario. I was licensed with my basic in January of 2023. Then I was taking classes with Alphonse Penny there, and I got to see him at the Car Pan Fest. Then I took my advanced course with Dave Goodwin. I got to see him at the Ham Fest as well from Radio Amateur Canada. They were all there representing. I got my certificate, my advanced certificate on April 24th, 2024. Right now, I'm in classes with CW Ops, doing very well this time around, I'd like to say. So the instructors say. And we do what they call, I forget what it's called, but they send you the thing so you have to say it, something and something. So I do all those, and I was amazed that it's coming along pretty fine. So I'm hoping for Winter Field Day I'll be out there CQ with the CW there. Let me pause. Okay, so like I was saying, sports, nope, I'll pass on that. I do watch the bands though. All those schools that you guys are talking about, and all the colleges and universities and whatnot. I do go and still watch all the bands, and I remember getting to play at the Mercedes-Benz Center there in the Saints. Yes, I did march on that field with the Northwestern State University Demon Marching Band, and I did get to march at a lot of places all over. And I remember seeing the snow for the first time that stuck. I think we were in Boise, Idaho, and it was snowing, and our team got slaughtered because the poor boys were out there freezing, and none of us ever been in snow. And I remember my valve sticking trying to play my baritone because it was so doggone cold. So yeah, that's it. No sports. And then for antennas, let me pause. For antennas, as far as antennas go, I remember my good friend Joe, and I know he was joking now, VE3ADB. He said, "Hey, look, the best time to put up antennas is in the middle of winter when you're having snow and ice storms there." And I thought that was right because I'm like, wow, that's some harsh conditions, but if you get the right stuff, you can get out there. But that was one of those things like the SWR spray. Didn't know it. So I think the fall is when a lot of people start putting up antennas or something like that, maybe. If they didn't do it in the spring. So it's time to get down with it. All right. I think we're at the bottom of the list. I don't see anybody new on here. So we will start the second round after I check with the repeaters. We'll start the second round and see what you're up to this weekend. Anyone on the repeaters wish to check in, though, come on in. Okay, nothing heard. So let me see who's still here that was in. Okay, so VA3JIC, you were at the top of my list. James, what are you doing for? Okay, something happened there. VA3JIC, what are you doing this weekend for fun there? Over.
This is Victor Alpha 3, Judy India, Charlie Well. Ernest not doing too much this weekend, really. Probably will just get this whole phone thing ready. so we can try the net again this week, this Saturday. It wasn't very well last week, but it was okay. Hoping to get some more people in there this week. I will repost it on your Facebook again there, Ernest. And maybe I can get together with you tomorrow and we can try to get your all amateur wire going. Back to you, Ernest.
Roger. Yeah, so I have amateur wire set up. You helped me set that up, but what I'm trying to do, and I haven't been able to do it yet because I just haven't been at home. And then when I am at home, like tomorrow, I have a honey-do list as long as I don't know what, because again, I'm back in Ottawa again next week. What I was going to say was I was trying to get my hams over IP connected to the net, right? So people can connect through my hams over IP. And I just didn't have time for that. And then I was told we could do it on the amateur wire as well. So still stuff to work on with that. So that's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. We have a new call in. Just want to say hello to Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa, welcome to the AllStar EchoLink Friday Evening Net, where we this net is to try to get people on AllStar and EchoLink digital node. And if you're having problems and stuff like that, we sit here and we help each other through it. I know there are a couple of people that have new AllStar nodes that are on this evening. So Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa, come on in with your name, call sign, QTH. And what are you doing for Radio Fun this weekend? Over. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa. I see this is the first time you're connecting. So if you're having any issues getting everything going on EchoLink, don't worry about it. We are here for that. So just keep trying throughout the net to get in. That's what we're here for. And we'll try to get you along. So one more time, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa, come on in. Okay, we'll come back to you. So keep trying everything out. No problem. We'll get you in there. All right.
Okay, I'll leave you be.
Okay, that's my Google saying she'll leave me. Next up on the list, Kilo Alpha 7.
I don't know, but I found these.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn that off. Kilo Alpha 7, Romeo Oscar November, come on in.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Hey Google, cancel. Okay, we called for Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Papa. If you're still trying to get in and get everything sorted out, no problem. Next up was Kilo Alpha 7, Romeo Oscar November. If you're still around, you can come on in with what you're doing for the weekend. Over.
I don't know, but I found these results.
Okay,
on
that's
search.
it. You're getting turned off.
The mic's back on.
Oh, no, I'm going to turn you off.
The mic's off.
Okay, sorry for the pause, people. Me and Google had to have it out. I had to turn off the mic there. All right, let's see. The next person up there is, I think, Victor Alpha 3, Papa Zulu Alpha. I think that's the next person. That's. Oh, there, Michelle. What are you doing this weekend? Over.
This weekend it's going to be fairly quiet. The Ottawa Tools Library is having a sale on some of their extra tools, and so I thought I would check that out. It's by donation only. I need an electronic soldering kit, so I thought, hey, that's in the neighborhood, so that'll be fun to check out. Otherwise, it's just the usual. Getting laundry done, doing house chores, groceries, and trying to find some time to study. I'm taking the RAC's advanced ham radio class, and so I have to read a couple of chapters in class this Sunday at 1 o'clock. That's it for me. Thanks for holding the net tonight, Ernest, as always. So VA3EWV in the group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Papa Zulu Alpha.
Look at you, sound like an old pro over there. I'm proud of you. Hey, before you go, the call sign, that could have been a good discussion. I'll do that discussion next time I have the Trans-Canada net. When you pick your call sign, is there a story behind it? Over?
Yes, I was going through, when I was studying for my AM exam and daydreaming about being able to go on the air. I was going through Canada's government's website for available ham signs, and my initials weren't available. And Papa Zulu Alpha, my husband pointed out, looks kind of like pizza. And
That's what I thought too.
Love pizza. So I picked it, Victor Alpha 3, Papa Zulu Alpha, so I could be the pizza lady. And I'm hoping one day to get, is it QSO or QSL cards? Instead of just the regular postcards, I'm going to get fancy pizza postcards to send out. I just need to save my pennies to get a high frequency radio so I can get those contacts made. That's it for me.
Roger on that. I think I don't know if you're in one of the radio clubs. You may be, but I know that I was able to check out a HF radio. I have one, but I was using that for a different reason. But I have to return that this weekend. So maybe you can, if your club has that, maybe you can check out a radio or something like that. Or come to our Ham Fest and enter to the contest, right? Maybe you can get something there. If you can make it down to the Eastern Ontario Ham Fest, really good to see you. If I can make it to Ottawa, you can make it almost here. Okay. Hey, look, good luck with the advanced course and stuff like that. And then if you want to, try to do the CW. So my first certificate said basic because I didn't get the basic with honors. The second certificate says basic and advanced. And then the guy told us that he has a very high rate of success. So I'm hoping at the end of this 3-month journey, 16 classes, I'll be able to go and get certified for my CW. And then I'm going to go back and try to get my basic with honors. And people are like, why do you want to do that? I'm like, because I want all 4 on my certificate. Back over to you for any finals.
Well, I know you can do it. It just takes some practice and some time. But yes, Morse code, my dad is a ham, and he has his advanced and his Morse code. Back in the day where you had to do 12 words per minute to get your license, so way back long ago, he says. So I feel like I have to keep up with my father, and I have to get the Morse code, so that's the goal eventually. And Ernest, fingers crossed, I should be going to the St. Albert Ham Fest, so I will see you there as well.
Okay, Michelle, always a pleasure to have you out there. And yeah, we're glad you came out tonight. Very, very happy to hear you out on the airwaves too. All right, let's check the repeaters. Anyone on the VE3 PGC, VE3 IDK repeater wishing to check in, please come now.
VE3 Alpha Delta Bravo.
Hey, Joe, your ears must be burning. I was telling everybody about your about the putting up the antennas in the wintertime. VE3 Alpha Delta Bravo, my friend Joe here. Good evening to you, Joe. And what are you up to this weekend?
Well, I was down here and I was doing some 3D printing for some antenna parts, and I was listening in and I heard you guys talking, and I have to clarify that remark about the winter. It's actually to climb like a 40 or 50 foot tower in a blizzard is actually quite exhilarating, and you should try it. So go ahead, Ernest. I'm just joking, of course, you know that. Anyways, back to you.
Yep, there you have it, folks. So, yeah, so that's like one of those fishing stories. Yeah, in my day, I had to climb up a 50-foot tower in the middle of winter and get my coax done. And shout out to my friend, VE3IMP, for coming and getting Olini, that's what I was calling it, my UHF VHF antenna. We got that erected the last year sometime. And they said, okay, don't tighten anything down too tight. Get everything sorted out, then put it up. And I got everything started up, put it up, and it was straight. And then when the wind blows, it would just lean to the left or to the right. And I was like, really? So that happened for a long time. And I could always tell which direction the wind was going because that's the direction my antenna was pointing. See? That's why I say don't come here for any technical stuff. All right, thank you for that, Joe. Okay, we're going to just open the mic up and try to get those other folks that were trying to check in that we couldn't get in. I think it was, let me see. Was it Kilo Echo 3 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo? Were you able to check in? Go ahead. And I see it on my screen. It says IAX, and I think I was using that program IAX. Let me just scroll to that on my computer there. Oh yeah, I use the IAX RPT program to go into the AllStar, the TransCanada Net on Sundays. So, that's kind of cool. So you're probably coming in through a web-based program. So let's try you one more time. Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo. Okay, at this time, we're going to open it from anyone, anywhere. Anyone, anywhere wishing to check in and get some last comments in. And then after that, if we hear no traffic, we will. Wait, before we do that, 1 second. VA3JIC, this is for you, James. So, James, I'm sharing this on YouTube right now, but what you want to do, and something that helps me out, there are two sites that you may want to go to get some traffic for your nets. I didn't get to do it before my net tonight, but there's an EchoLink net and help, and you're allowed to post that you have nets coming in on that, and I do that quite often. I'll post. You can see if you're watching the YouTube there, you see at the On the Air with VA3EWV, Facebook, YouTube, AllStar Node 60092, EchoLink Node 4399. And then when I get my Hams over IP, I'll have that up there, and I'll redo that one. But that's one that you can go to get some traffic your way, okay? And the next one you can go to is the one that's called, let me pause for a second. My fingers are killing me. There's the EchoLink Worldwide. So I know you have AllStar too, but I don't know if your AllStar Node has EchoLink as well, but mine does. If you go there as well, you'll see people saying where they're at on EchoLink, and some people are saying where they're at on AllStar as well. So that'll be a good place to go. And then putting it up on my site there, or that might help you out too. All right, James, did you catch that?
Yeah, I did catch that, Ernest, and thanks so much. Well, I think I know where it went wrong last week. I was actually connected to your AllStar through Hams over IP, but I suppose it's not working. So we need to get that working for you. I'm actually going through the Hams over IP through my AllStar link to your AllStar right now, and yeah, we need to get that done for you, Ernest, for sure. And thank you so much for that information. I will do that.
Yeah. Besides having the net, I've only missed 2 nets, and that's because I was literally out of the country. But I've been blessed to be here every other Friday. I mean, every Friday after that, on all the weeks. So that's pretty good. So having the net at the same. I used to have it on Thursday nights, and that didn't work out for a lot of the people that were coming. Then I tried to put it to the Wednesday night. And then I lost a lot of my friends down south because Wednesday night's church night, right? And I'm like, the heck with it. I'm going to put it on Fridays. So I thought it would be a wash, especially with summertime and all that stuff, because people want to go out and do stuff. But here we are, 2 years later, and I always post it on Facebook if you have that. And as of late, I've been doing a live stream, so it'll catch people. You get new people in. So try that. All right, thank you. Anyone else want to make any final comments? Please come on in. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor with the AllStar EchoLink Friday Evening Net.
VA3EWV-L, Reg from Greeley.
Good to hear you out there. VE3KNU, how are you this fine evening? And what are you up to for Radio Fun or anything like that? The topic tonight was about football. So you can talk about football, your favorite teams, or just what you're doing for the weekend. And is VE3, can I have the call sign one more time so I can get you in the log?
This is VE3KNU.
Okay, yeah, we got you. VE3KNU, come on in.
Yeah, hi, Ernest. I noticed that I can hit the repeater from Greeley, but I can't receive. I don't know if there's a down tone on this or not. Maybe you can help me out with that. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. If you have pen and paper, I'll just give you something even better, okay? So you could, well, I don't know if you're watching on the YouTube. You're probably watching on YouTube, but then transmitting in. That's awesome. But anyway, if you go to svarc.ca, right? .ca, and our net director manages this very well. So go to area repeater list, and then the Cornwall repeaters. And then for VE3PGC that you're coming in now on, let me make sure I'm sharing it. Let me get that over to the share screen. I hope I'm sharing it. Yep, I'm sharing it. So on the VE3PGC for that one, it says here 446.50, 448.650 plus, and that's what it says there. So it's got a star beside it. Yeah, so it's the CT CSS tone is 110.9. And it says CT CSS tone required, and that's what I see on the page. So I hope that answers the question. If not, we do have a technical director, which is not myself. But yeah, we can get you started out. Hey, by the way, VE3SVC has a big footprint as well. I mean, I use V3 PGC because it has the AllStar EchoLink. But if I had a wish, I would. If we can get that on SVC, I would be very happy. Because I think it has a longer footprint now. Back over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Ernest, for that. Could you repeat the frequency? I have 443,650. Is that correct? Is that you, Ernest?
Roger. It says transmit frequency 443,650, and then it says receive frequency 448.650 plus, with a plus sign by it. The CTCSS tone is 110.9 hertz. That's what it says there. Over. Let me see what else it says at the bottom. Let me see. Nope, I don't see anything extra special. So yeah, that's it. And if you go to the website, you can check all that out. I don't know if all ham clubs do that, but I know ours, we have that published so people can contact us. Over.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Ernest, for that info. Yeah, I don't know. I was just running into an issue, and it was only with this repeater. I inputted 443,650 with the plus and 110.9er, and I can hit it, but I can't receive it. It's weird. All right, back to you, Ernest.
Okay, the net's going to be over shortly, and we can get if VE3 HCRs out there. We'll have them. Oh, but you know what? I was talking to him earlier today. Do you have VA3SVC or V3SVC programmed in?
VE3, no, I don't. Back to you.
Yeah, sorry about the pause there. I was going back to the repeater list there. So, what I was going to say is this. Our main club repeater is VE3SVC. VE3SVC is VHF 147.180, 147.780 with the same tone, 110.9, right? But I was talking to them earlier, and I said, hey, if people have questions, if you want to go to another frequency and help them out with their questions, because I'm not the place to go to, if you can do that. So if you're local and stuff like that, and you have some questions or you need to get some help, we can get you in touch with VE3HCR there and get you some help there. Over.
All right, that sounds good. Sorry about the background noise. So I'm hitting the SVC, no problem. I'm getting a feedback from that, but I'm not getting it from the PGC. That's weird, because when I was camping, I had no issues at all there. Funny, it's okay, no problem. Back to you, Ernest.
Hey, no problem. And hey, I was actually telling my friends before the net started, this net is for people to get stuff sorted out and figured out and things like that. And I learned along the way too. So always bring those questions in, folks. And I'm jotting those notes down that you can send but not receive. Hey, so how are you hearing me? Are you listening in through YouTube? Over?
No, I'm on EchoLink on PGC, and that's how I know I'm getting through transmit to receive for some funny reason. I'm not hearing anything, so I know there's only a tone on the way up. It doesn't tell me there's a tone on the way down. And my other radios were all set the same as this one as well. I was reaching it when I was local, so maybe I'm not sure. Maybe repeater issue or my issue. Back to yours.
Okay, yep. Like I said, we'll get it sorted out. We'll definitely get this sorted out for you. If you're around, the net usually runs for an hour, but if you're around after, we'll get that because I'll be turning the recording and stuff off there. We have 2 people on YouTube that are watching right now. If you want to leave your name or call sign in the chat, we'll get you along. All right. Any other folks wishing to check in, or anybody that was trying to check in that couldn't and want to try now, please come now. We'll take any calls from anywhere.
VA3EWV.
Net recognizes Kilo Echo 2, Foxtrot Whiskey Echo. Come on in.
WE. Just want to let you know I'm going to be changing my call sign in a couple weeks here. I'm putting in a request for a vanity to honor a past ham that a friend of mine that passed away a few years ago. I found out his call sign is becoming available, and I'm going to take it up and claim it as my own, and I'll let you know when I get that done. Back to you. Kilo Echo 2, Foxtrot Whiskey Echo.
That's pretty exciting. And that's actually touching too. I hope everything goes right for you. That's probably going to be my topic for next week. The story behind your call sign, or if you ran into any call signs, or if you're waiting or whatever. I know that in my will, I know that there's a policy here in Canada about you have to wait so long that people can claim it and everything like that. But for all my stuff, whatever I have at the time I kicked the bucket there, I've already said that if my grandkids want to step it up, they got 1 year to get licensed or whatever. And if not, the call sign goes back out, right, and there, and all my stuff goes to whatever local club that I'm around. So that's how that's going to work out. Yeah. Okay. Any other check-ins? Anybody else wishing to check in? This is on the air with VA3EWV AllStar EchoLink Friday evening net. Please come now.
Check.
Net recognizes James VA3JIC. Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India Charlie. Come on in.
All right, Ernest, I just wanted to say it one time here quickly. Anybody who wants these Cisco phones, I have a bunch of 303s here. You pay the shipping and they're yours. I want absolutely nothing for them. So any of the new hams out there, if you guys want them, if you pay the shipping, they're all yours. Just contact me on my on an email as my callsign@gmail.com, and or look me up on Cures that I'm good there too. So and like I say, they are free for the taking before they go to the Salvation Army.
You heard it there, folks. Hey, and what we'll try to do, we'll try to get together, probably not this week, but next week, and I'll have a little bit more time. We should like do a little video of like show, because you can actually, just so you know, if you're on Facebook, you can actually invite people on the Facebook live stream, right? Or I can just do it at my place and we can show them how these things work and get people interested in that. That'll be kind of fun. I got into it because I heard you guys doing it. So I'm like, I want to try that. And there we go. I got it. Okay. Any other check-ins? Please come down. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
Victor Echo 3, Italy, Queen Radio.
The calls of Victor Echo 3, Queen Radio again.
Italy, Queen Radio. Good evening.
Roger, thanks for being out there, John. Victor Echo 3, Italy Queen Radio. Good to have you out there. And in Cornwall. So, John, you have been asking about the, if I'm not mistaken, if it's the right person, you have been asking about the Fusion, right? Or the Wires X, over?
Yeah, I get a notification from my PC, and also I found out by myself a couple of days before that it was indeed active again out here. Is it active over on that end too?
I haven't tried it, but we were notified by our technical director. I don't know. I was saying net director, so I was saying that wrong all night. See, there you go. But our technical director got a hold of us and said that the fellow who was hosting it was back, got everything set up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, and I changed phones, unfortunately. I was like, and I couldn't remember your call sign for anything in the world, and I wanted to let you know. So it's back up. I don't have the information on that, but I can get you the guy's call sign. He's in Cornwall now, if I'm not mistaken, and he does have everything set up. Outside of that, I'm not sure. I know that they spoke about it on the Monday Night Net, not in detail, but what was available. I think I heard that, and I'm just excited that it's back, and we can offer that to our ham community. Back over to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I realize that one is up and running again, but thanks for the info. You were saying there was one in Bombville they were going to make into a Wires X. What's the verdict on that?
No, correction. That was probably me not knowing what I was talking about. But so we have, I think, 8 repeaters. I'll go back to my page to look at that again. Yeah, so I won't be guessing. I'll just go from the page. We have 8 repeaters. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 different things with a star on it. The star means that it's operated and sponsored by the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club. And of those, our 220 does not have fusion. I know that for a fact. And one other one doesn't have fusion, I don't think. Maybe that's the digi repeater. I don't know. But anyway, all the rest of them do have fusion. So all the repeaters have fusion, and then the one has the wires X. Over.
Okay, just one. Okay, that's good. I'm not sure where he's got the repeater set up now, but I'm able to get into it from the HT there, no problem.
Okay, awesome. Those are I'm writing all those questions down for the technical director, and maybe we can get those things answered for you guys. So yeah, I think there's a way that you might be. I think coming soon is going to be a way to email, like a general email or something like that you guys can ask the questions and stuff. Let me just see to the website if there's something out there that says that if you have a question, ask here. Give me 1 second.
VE3HTR.
Net recognizes VE3HTR. Go ahead, Doug.
The time is 9 p.m.
Hey, Doug, before you get started, let me turn off the recording here, and then because it is 9 o'clock. The net's not officially over, but I'm just taking off the recording. Go ahead there, Doug.
Need help.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
Well, you tell me. What are you looking for information on?
We have maybe you guys can. So John VE3IQR had some questions about different things on our repeater systems. Also, we had another. Victor Echo 3 KNU Kilo November uniform. They both had questions about the system, and I was directing them to the website. However, maybe they can follow you to VE3SVC and ask their questions there. So, John, you should be able to hit VE3SVC, and so should VE3KNU. Did you guys maybe want to ask Doug some questions on the other repeater? Over.
Okay, which repeater are we referring to now?
That's going to be, let me just get it up here for you. That's going to be VE3SVC. That's at 147.180. 147.180 with the 110.9 hertz tone over in Bonneville. VE3SVC. So if both of you want to head over to VE3SVC, Doug can probably, I know he can answer your questions there. Over.
There shortly. VE3IQR 730, thanks.
Roger, and thanks for coming out and asking those questions. Also, VE3KNU, did you copy that? Over.
Yeah, can you give me the frequency again? That's all I need there. Back to you. Thanks.
Roger for VE3SVC. For VE3SVC, that frequency is 147.180. It says transmit, and then 147.780, and it has a plus beside it, and that's 110.9 hertz. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect, Ernest. Thank you very much. I can connect to that one and receive on that one for sure. I'm pretty sure. So, well, thank you very much for all the help, and I'll switch over to there. V3KNU is switching.
Roger. Doug, if you can help those gentlemen out, that'll be awesome. VE3HCR.
Okay, Ernest, you gonna follow us over there so you're up to date with whatever happens there?
Yeah, I'll join you guys in a second. I'm going to call for some last calls there, and then shut down the net, and then I'll QSY the V3SVC. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, any other final check-ins from anyone anywhere before we close the net down? Please come now. It's always a joy and a pleasure and a blessing to have all of you here. Hope to see you in the weeks to come. I know that sometimes when the winter time comes, a lot of people are closer to home. And I know last year I enjoyed those fall and winter months being on the radio. But you know, Friday Night Football, I know it's going to be some vacancies around here, so I understand that. Okay, folks, you guys have a blessed weekend there. And thanks for coming out and having some radio fun with me. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. We're going to be putting the repeaters back to their normal operations. And for those of you that are still here, we're going to end on the YouTube, though, with a song. And it's going to be, what are we going to listen to today? Magic of the Waves, Magic of the Airwaves. No, Radio Fun. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and we'll see y'all later. Have a good night, everybody. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. We're going to be clear.
Y'all, it's a radio field day, 10 tons up high. Good friends, good vibes under clear blue sky. Static freeway, sipping drink, summers in the air. Frequencies tuned in, ain't got no care to spare. Radio games playing on their contact. 7-3 regards, punch back, have a blast. Work the world, run the task at hand. With that signal strong, from coast to land. Transmitting joy, ain't no better pastime. Laughter in the static, share on every line. Round here we grew, mix the beats and waves. Harmony electric in these radio days. Radio games playing on their contact. 7-3 regards, punch back, have a blast. Work the world, run the task at hand. Wave that signal strong, from coast to land. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange. From dusk to dawn, we chatter around, we laugh. Frequency, our language, speaking telegraph. Hearts connected, bound by unseen thread. In this summer fun, every moment led. Radio games playing on their contact. 7-3 regards, punch back, have a blast. Work the world, runs the task at hand. Wave that signal strong, from coast to land. From dusk to dawn, we chatter and we laugh. Frequency, our language, speaking telegraph. Hearts connected, bound by unseen thread. In this summer fun, every moment led.
Tuning in on our breakfast show, and radio
Okay, folks, that's it. Have a good evening, and thanks everybody for watching and coming out on the hour with VA3EWV. Have a good day.